They say about 50% of people are insecurely attached, and I'm going to get into exactly what that means in just a moment. I think it's actually more than that. But essentially, when you don't have your needs met in childhood, when you don't have that sense of certainty and safety and open communication with your caregivers, you form what is known as an insecure attachment style. You are not safe to just freely and openly express your needs because they might not be met. There might be chaos, there might be turmoil, there might be substance abuse, there might be an absence of one or both parents. There are all different factors that come into play here. But if your needs were not met in childhood, chances are you developed an insecure attachment. And the way that that shows up is in your current relationships now. I spent the last year studying something called integrated attachment theory, and boy, did it resonate. And I hope that it resonates with you too. If you've clicked on this video, most likely it does, or you're curious to learn a little bit more about yourself and gain some wisdom and understanding about your relationship dynamics. Or maybe you are in a relationship with another person who has an insecure attachment style. And so in trying to understand your partner, you have clicked on this video as well. It does not mean that you or your partner or whoever is experiencing this insecure attachment style is by any means broken, but it does mean that they have experienced the inability to express their needs, to communicate effectively, to put certain boundaries in place or respect another's boundaries. And so you learn how to cope or how to survive and even how to protect yourself through these insecure attachments. So there is the secure attachment, which is able to express their needs, able to communicate openly, able to meet their own needs, as well as to kind of outsource some of their needs for their partners. They're not so easily triggered. A securely attached person is not going to have these open core wounds, these deep triggers, these deep emotional reactions. That's very different from a response. With securely attached people, of course, they're human, they're not perfect. They're going to have, of course, things that come up in life. They're going to have emotions come up. They're going to have conflict. They're going to have struggle. That's all part of the human experience. But for the people that are securely attached, they're able to work through them. It's going to be more situation based. You know, like this thing happened at work and I'm feeling this, and they're able to express it and move through it. And it's not earth shattering. It's not the end of the world. It's not triggering all of these unresolved past wounds. They're able to work through it and move forward. But the problem arises when you are insecurely attached, that all of these old wounds start to get poked at. And it brings up a lot of fear. It brings up, for some of us, chaos. Old wounds, old patterns, old pains. And so we learned how to cope with them in childhood with the very limited capacity that we have. And so we tend to fall back on those same coping mechanisms. For some attachment styles, it's distraction. For others, it's clinging on. And so I'm going to create a whole video series on each attachment style and diving into each one a little bit deeper, and also bringing in the energetics of what is happening with an insecurely attached person, how it shows up in their relationships, how it shows up in their own inner dialogue, their relationship to themselves, with their kids. There's so many different layers that go into play here, and they will only expand your knowledge, your wisdom, and help you transform your life. And so with subconscious reprogramming, there has to also be an awareness of what's happening so that you can kind of catch your thoughts and notice the patterns and come at it from both a subconscious standpoint as well as a conscious standpoint. If they resonate with you, please leave a comment, like, share with anyone who you feel would benefit from it. If you feel like you need a little bit more support, or like it would be helpful for you to have an outside perspective or an outside kind of guide to help you through this, you can click on the link below for a free consultation to see if this is something that would help you on your healing journey. And with that said, I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.